Good evening, good evening. Happy fall. Today is the first day of a new season. Fall, it is the fall equinox. So this is a very special edition of FREEaliTEA Time Talk with Dr. Michelle. I, of course, am your host, Dr. Michelle Clay. I am a physician and certified holistic health counselor and clinical nutritionist. And what I do is I help people who are feeling overwhelmed and stressed out. I help them create a stress-free reality, one cup at a time, with my premium handcrafted loose leaf herbal teas. So let's get right into it. So today's segment for FREEaliTEA Time Talk with Dr. Michelle is all about tonics and tails for fall, honey. Tonics and tails for fall, the fall season. So what I have going on here is, well, first of all, let's back up a little bit. Whenever we are, especially when we go into a new season, then there are a few things that we should do. Number one is that we should reflect. We should reflect on what has just happened, what we went through, and set a new intention for the new season. Ooh, ooh. And next thing that we should do, three things. The next thing we should do is always a really great idea to cleanse or go through even if it's just gentle detox whenever there is a change in seasons. Okay. Number three is that we should set a new intention. So that is reflect, set a new intention, cleanse, and detox. Let's go ahead with the number four. Number four is going to be, we should always try our best to eat foods that are in season. So right now, the things that are in season, the kind of foods that you want to eat are going to be like apples and squash and real warming type of foods in preparation for the very longer nights that are coming and the colder temperatures. So one of my absolute favorite things, and I am so hooked on this right now, and we talked about this a few weeks ago, is ginger. Love me some ginger. And apples. Now, I don't have any fresh apples. I do have apple cider. I have apple cider. And so if you cannot find, like, I live in New Orleans, so sometimes it's kind of challenging to find the real fresh apple cider, then I really dig this Martinelli's. I am not being paid for this endorsement, okay? So we're going to talk about tonics and tails. So let me tell you what I did. And you can do it too. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is an awesome part of your stress-free journey to help you create a stress-free reality, one cup at a time. Just smelling it. The aroma is so very pleasing and is sweet. And studies have shown that even inhaling the aroma of cinnamon can help elevate your mood. When you consume it, it can also help with your cognitive functioning. So higher levels of brain activity, higher levels of processing things like memory, okay, and executive functioning, making decisions. We also have clove, which I talked about a couple of weeks ago. And FREEaliTEA Time Talk with Dr. Michelle. And so clove is really great right now because this can enhance our immune system. And we all have that on the mind, right? So it has antimicrobial properties. And we already talked about the apple. So this is what I did. Tails of the tonic and tails for the fall season. So I simply took some apple cider, okay, and a cinnamon stick, and a few cloves, and my ginger. Just that bite warms you up, yes. And I simply boiled the cinnamon, clove, and ginger in a pot with apple cider The apple, not apple cider vinegar. That's different. That's different. Straight up apple cider, okay? I didn't add any water to it, nothing. I boiled it for a little bit, and then I created this. Now I still have the cinnamon stick and the ginger in there, right? Okay, this is what was left over. I still have it in there. And once it was warm, I just straight drank it like a nice tonic. It was so, oh my God, it was so delicious. But guess what? This combination here, there's 3 uses. I got 3 uses out of it. The other thing that I did was, here's the tail part. The tail part is the cocktail, baby. It is time for happy hour, right? So simply what I did was I added my tonic once it had cooled, okay? Now, a variation that you can use is orange. You can add some orange to this. I don't have any oranges. It's hard for me to find good oranges right now. Orange citrus season will be in Louisiana, like the end of next month. We're going to start seeing satsumas. Satsumas just look like mandarins, but they're satsumas. Satsumas. So I have my wonderful essential oil, wild orange, just 1 drop, because essential oils are very powerful. They're very powerful. Okay. It does not take a lot at all. But if you had a fresh orange, you could have simply cut a couple of slices or a wedge and either squeeze it, or you could have let it steep after the apple cider had boiled. Delicious. But I'm just going to add, I just want y'all to see, I'm just going to add 1 drop, just 1 drop. Woo, that's it, honey. That's all you need. That's all you need with these essential oils, okay? And here's the tail part, rum, baby. Ooh, yes. Now, no shade to American-made rums, but I'm partial to Caribbean rum. And so I usually always keep some Bob&Core Haitian rum in my cabinet. Now this right here, look, I don't measure the alcohol, because you want to know what? Here in New Orleans, when you go to a establishment, they so-called measure. I see them putting it in the in the little silver cups, but it seems like it overflows. So you know, to taste, okay, to taste. So I'm not gonna be, I have things to do. So it's just a little bit, just a little bit. You like Dr. Michelle, girl? That's more than a little bit. Well, I guess it is. Well, bless the Lord. I answer, honey. And voila, wonderful cocktail. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Let me tell you something. That orange with that ginger and that cinnamon and that clove, all with the apple, it hits just right. Now, let me tell you the third thing that I did with this. I took this and I boiled it down. I reduced it and made a simple syrup. And so it's super simple, but you must have the proper equipment, which is a stainless steel. I have 1810 stainless steel pots. And so I just boiled it without the lid on there, I boiled it until it got thick. And once it had thickened, I turned off my fire, because I use gas. Gas, that's what's cooking, right? That's what's cooking. And I use that to make a sweet potato dish. Super simple, right? Super simple, because we are all about releasing stress simply and naturally, right? So with my sweet potatoes, all I did was boil them, and then once they were finished, I chopped them up in the pot. Remember, 1810 stainless steel. I just added a tad bit of butter just so it wouldn't stick, and then added the syrup. Absolutely delicious. So that was 3 uses. three uses for the same things. We had a tonic, we had a tail, a cocktail, and we had a dish, a sweet potato dish. And that is something to consider, especially when you really want to focus on your health and wellness goals. And candied yams are absolutely delicious. But for those who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, all that sugar, all that sugar can take you right over the top. I did not compromise flavor at all by using these simple things. Okay. And remember, it's just the apple cider, the cloves, cinnamon, and I prefer a cinnamon stick because then I can get all of the essence out. Using ground cinnamon is fine, but it has aged, and so the flavor isn't as pungent. And of course, my ginger, heat it up and warms you up and gives you that bite. Love it. And this is really great as an anti-inflammatory too. Okay. And there you have it. So that's Reality Time Talk with Dr. Michelle today. I have so enjoyed you. And if you like my shirt, yes, presidential girls wear 20 pearls. Presidential girls wear 20 pearls. So if you like this shirt and you are a president, you might be a president of an organization, you might be a president of a company, someone else's company, or maybe even your own. But if that is you, then go ahead and DM me and I can let you know where I found these shirts. Aren't they cute? Yes, honey. I'm a presidential girl and I do wear 20 pearls. And while I do that, then I create my stress-free reality what? One cup at a time. So everyone, have a beautiful evening. Thank you for joining me, and to the replay viewers, thank you so much for joining me. I have so enjoyed you. So until next time, which will be next week, always on Tuesday, another segment of Reality Time Talk with Dr. Michelle, helping you to release your stress simply and naturally and create a stress-free reality one cup at a time. So be well, do something well for yourself, and have a wonderful evening. Good night. Oh, and happy fall, happy new season. Good night.